So you guys didn't think that my last invention was practical, and that's fine. People didn't love Da Vinci's first painting. So that's why I decided to invent something much, much more useful. At least that's what I would have said if you hadn't read the title. This is the Inconvenience box, and I like to say that it revolutionizes unproductivity. With its Arduino-driven servo motor, it can make regular, everyday problems up to 5 times more annoying. Now, you might be asking what it does, and that might be because I haven't told you what it does, but I was getting to that. Essentially, anytime this ultrasonic sensor sees something in front of it, it sweeps this servo to push it off the table. God, I need to vacuum my room. Now, you might be asking what purpose does this actually have, and I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I want to throw random things off of my desk every once in a while. Ever think about that? Something else you might be asking is why it's a bit darker, the robot's over there, and it's an hour later. Well, it's something that I like to call procrastinating. What I was going to do before that, though, is show you what kind of code this thing runs on. Because believe it or not, it doesn't just work on its own. It works by one end of the sensor, sending out a signal that then bounces back and gets detected in the second part of the sensor. Then the code takes that duration, times it by the speed of sound, and divides it by 2, so that it can then determine the distance between the sensor and the object. Basically, it does a bunch of nerd shit so that we can detect how far away an object is, to then spin the servo, to ensure as much inconvenience as possible. In reality, this code is pretty ugly and simple, but in my opinion, that doesn't really matter if it works. Wow, that's a lot of nerd shit. Let me just push some stuff off of my desk. That's why 90% of people are here anyway. Hello, shitty RGB mouse from 2018 that I didn't just plug out from my computer. Let's test it on you, but oh no! I plugged it out since it was like an hour since I tested it out the last time. And now, it should work. And now, it should work. And I'm gonna kill myself. I mean, hi! My favorite cat. That just did the job on its own. Woo! Let's see if it can actually drop anything of significance. Oh, my Nintendo Switch! That seems like a good idea. Ah, my other favorite cat. Let's see if this works. So it's very efficient at throwing caps off of my desk, so that's a win. Ah, one of my shitty inventions. So, I don't know if that counts. Yeah, that's that. You can't really do that much with a robot that just shoves things off of the table. It's kind of a limited content idea and it was stupid. But I can do this. Honestly, I think this is the greatest invention that I or anyone else has ever made. You can't prove me wrong. I mean, the wheel, water, Mark Zuckerberg, because God knows he's not real. It trumps all of them. At least I can't think of a way to prove me wrong. But as for the future of this channel, no, this haircut is not permanent. Really though, I'm gonna keep posting videos. I'm actually kind of surprised that the last one did as well as it did. And I just find this whole thing fun. I mean, I would be doing this anyway if I didn't have a channel. I don't make money from any of this, which I think I mentioned in the last video and no one assumes that I do. But if I'm gonna keep doing this, I'm probably gonna try and find a way to make money in the future. But right now, I'm just making videos because I think that it's fun. By the way, I left out most of the building footage from this video. I just didn't think it was that interesting, but let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I'm trying to iterate on these videos, and feedback would probably be good or something. God, that sounds corny. I like making shitty robots that do shitty things for no reason. And that's that. Bye. I think I made a joke about saying goodbye in the last video, but I don't give a shit.